Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to the running video. We're driving today EC106. What mod it's at on this service today from Gloggnitz to potential Gloggnitz, sorry. We are starting at Muzerslag and are driving as far as Wiener Neustadt. 448 tons, 8 cars, 203 meters long, all noted. So let's get the train ready. Reverse handle goes in, reverser goes to forward. Release the doors on the left. That's all come to life. We're now going to push the engine room door open. I'm going to cut in our safety systems, CIFA, PZB and LZB. We're unlikely to use LZB today, but it's still a defect if we don't have it. I always looked at that switch, never know what it did, so I thought I'd push it, but no, it's not simulated. That goes to day headlight, also to markers/heads. Sit in this end and go. Whoop. There we go. So because it's daytime, we don't need bright headlights, and the marker lights are really cool on that side. What we like for time, we've got a minute to departure. So last thing I'll do, I'm going to blow my local brake fully on. Now that that's on, I'm going to let off the train brake. And this basically just secures us with the engine. There's a defect, so the AFB isn't working on this loco. It isn't working in this train at all at the moment. I'll demonstrate. I'll turn it on. You see you've got the diamond there. And I'll select the place I want to be in, which is, like I say, 40. And it will not let me take power, I don't think. Right, 20 seconds to go. So we'll lock the doors, got the signal from the dispatch that we are clear to go. And there we go. Next up is Wiener Neustadt. So let the brake off, take a lump of power. That's never worked before. Well, I figured out what I've been doing wrong. You tap, so you select your FB speed, then you tap the top to. I need to figure out what the keybind is for that. Fun little fact: you can also spin the wheels on the Vectron on the Taurus, but we can't achieve that today, unfortunately. As you can see as well, there is a Semmering tunnel currently under construction, but it's not built yet, so we're going over the top. Yeah, I can't quite get it to spin its wheels. We basically need to get our full train onto here now, so we poke our head out the window, and you can't actually see out this side of this because the way the cab's designed. Well, that's fun. I know, you know, it'll be long enough by the time we pass basically this junction here, or this junction disappears under the nose. Everything suddenly works, and I don't get it. Absolutely adore the Vectron. Sorry, I can't call it Vectron, it's a Taurus. So, as we're climbing up to speed here, you can see this is obviously the Taurus. In the video on Autobahn, which I'm going to try and make sure releases first, we drove the 1016. That is the original sort of first build of the Taurus. They then developed it in the 1116. Even the 1016s have been refitted with this electric screen now. But I think it feels very different, and it was just nice to use, and that felt a bit different. So we're just going to poke our head out the cab window. I'd say that's just now clear enough to accelerate all the way to 80. And that's basically all going to sit for now. There we go. I'll just get my reader up. So we are at the 114.8 mile post. At the 105.3 mile post, we'll be at 65, and that's 10 at the tunnel into Semmering. And we've covered this route southbound already in TS Classic and northbound in TS Classic as well, as far as Semmering on the Vectron and 1216. But this is obviously it's a very different route. Well, it's not very different. It is different in the sense of obviously you've got the tunnel mouths now at Muzerslag and Gloggnitz. And yeah, I just wanted to cover this because honestly, it's one of my favourite little routes to drive. And I've not been here for years. And I've not had an excuse to drive it for years because it's just such a pretty little mountain pass drive and I really enjoy it. So you can see we're now up to 80. What I'm going to do, I'm going to actually just take a bit of power off it. And so you've got some slight fluctuations in the power there. So yeah, this is the fastest we're going to go, by the way, until we clear Gloggnitz on the other side. It's a very fast route, this, as you can see. So the EC106 is actually really interesting train, one of my sort of trains I want to model as much as I can in TS Classic, which I can't. I can do the entirety of the run through Austria and a large chunk of the run through Czechia. But yeah. So this train runs from Graz Ostbahnhof to Przemysl Główny. It leaves at 5:26 in the morning, and it arrives at 2 minutes to 5 at night. So it's just under, well, it's like 11.5 hour drive. And it calls at Graz, Broek am de Moor, Kapfenberg, Muzerslag, Wiener Neustadt, Wien Meidling, Wien Ostbahnhof, Břeclav, Hodonín. This is now in Czechia, from Břeclav even. Břeclav, Hodonín, Staré město u Uherského Hradiště, Otrokovice, Přerov, Radnice na Moravě, Ostrava Svinov, Ostrava Hlavní nádraží, and Bohumín. It's currently actually, at the time I'm recording this, it's obviously left Bohumín 12 minutes late. And I believe that was due to, well, it looks like it was held 15 minutes in the station. Probably issues coupling. Because this loco will be in charge for like 7 hours from 5:26 in the morning until 11:27 say 11:12 at Bohumín, where it gets taken off and it gets replaced with a Polish loco for the rest of the drive. 4.5 hours through Poland, Konik Chrobky, Władysław SL, do you know what that is? Rybnik, Zory, Czechowice, Dziedzice, I believe that is, Oświęcim, Chrzozanów, Sromnice, Trzebina, Krzezowice, Kraków Główny, Kraków Plaszów, Bochnia, Tarnów, Dziewice, Rzeszów Główny, Lankut, Przeworsk, Jarosław, Przemysl Zasanie, and Przemysl Główny. I'm trying to figure out why it takes so long to come Poland, but if you look at where Przemysl Główny is, it's basically the far corner of Poland. It's, you know, I mean, I don't have an exact mileage readout, but just a rough measurement on Google Maps. It's literally right on the Ukrainian border. If I do measure distance from the centre of Przemysl, and go right the way down to where Graz is, which I now can't find, even though I should know where it is vaguely. If I go to that map, that'd be easier. There we go, Graz. It's a total straight line distance of 385 miles. But we do sort of go up in a U, so if I map this the way I know it runs, sort of loosely. No. So, the Zifa Zwangsbremsung means I've just been emergency braked. What I'm going to do is hold the train off in release. I'm going to take power. Basically, when that happens, what that means is, so CIFA is a DSD system, driver safety device, or driver vigilance. Just wanted to give you the external sounds of wheel slippage on this thing, which you can barely hear, because she's a powerful girl. So SG means you've got slippage. So bear in mind, AFB is a good system in the sense of it stops the train overspeeding, but it's not clever enough to reduce power and sort of use the power smartly, I guess would be my term. Yeah, so even just with adding in the check waypoints I'm aware of, it makes it up to 437 miles. And it actually goes way further, it goes up to Rybnik, through Krakow, Gliwice, Rzeszów. Yeah, it sort of does a big U shape, basically. Yaroslav. So yeah, it's all distance about 400, about 500 miles, we'll call it, by the time you've added all the little bits and bobs on. So yeah, 500 miles of distance is, just taking 11 hours to do 500 miles shows how slow the railways are in Poland. Because, well, it takes like 6 hours to get to the Bohumín, which is a great deal further than halfway, I would say. It'd be interesting to get the average speed for it. Alright, and we now drop the speed down to 65, so what I'm going to do is just idle my throttle, and then I will. No, I won't. There we go. And that has us nice and slow down for the approach. I slowed down probably a bit early there. I always forget I'm on a steep upslope here. But I do enjoy this loco. I'm surprised they didn't add it to Salzburg-Rosenheim. Or they did and I just didn't notice. It's basically these running on rail jets out there that you see most of. This is Trains to World Government, by the way, because it keeps popping up. That's quite a handy little tool, I find. We're at 65, 6 and 5, 65. With the clouds, the shadows were a lot less aggressive today. Right, what does she do? That's her framing, and I don't want to get my blurring right, so I can get a nice and focused front end of the train, and a nice blurry butt, like that. That's your thumbnail right there. Got to acknowledge this, but don't worry, it's a 65 slowdown, which is what we're already at. 85 slowdown, even better. We now approach the tunnel at the top of the hill. So this is basically the peak here. This is Semmering Station. And there's our 65 limit, so we're already at that. Oh, I love it. Sorry, one of my friends, who I've been close friends ever since school, just sent me a text, and I just need to check what speed I'm supposed to be at this signal. 40. Okay. So just put a bit of brake in. Put my cab light on because I've got to do this by hand. Set this to 40. Honestly, I'm so proud of my friend. She's just done work through for the first time. I'm like, yes. No! You bastard game. Great, we stopped. Well, this will be the quickest start to 40 you've ever seen. There you go, tourist singing for you folks. You thought you'd experienced it all here at Northern Princess Industries? You haven't. This is just a very pretty game, isn't it? Because there's a road crossing here, I always beep the horn. So now, clearing the station, our speed limit does pick up. As you can see, we've got a 50 post there. We do have to wait for the full train to pass it though, so it's not an unfortunate system. Well, that'll do me for the 50 points, so I'm going to stop. I'm going to start ignoring my friend, even though I'm really proud of her. I want to start paying attention to you lot. So we've got, yeah, we're 500 metres into our 50, which is fine, because that's where we are. But you can hear the train's basically just using the rheostatic brakes, rheostatic to slow itself down the pass, which I've got the throttle wide open, gives it full braking authority. It can actually blow our brakes on as well. And it might have no, it hasn't. I think that is a brake release, I think, there, which is quite good. Oh, hello, Vectron, on a Realtor. That's cool. It's actually Electron. Yeah, that's the one of the Realtor services that exists on this, I think. So I've literally got Daddy Cop stuck in my head. Daddy Cop is something completely different to what you think it is. It's a reference to the Rookie TV show, and I love that. But whilst we're descending the past, we have passed our 60 posts now even. Let's quickly tap up to 60. So all I was going to say was really quick points to note here, which are actually quite good to know about. So we're going left to right. GSMR radio, not simulated. Pan up, MCB open close. We don't actually have a point on the route where we should open the MCB today, so we will be doing that. Fans, they're fans and cooling, that's basically set to automatic. PZB, LZB, PZB override, PZB release, PZB acknowledge. That's an UTCS button which isn't simulated yet. Whew. We've got AFB controls. They do AFB things. We've got our throttle, which is wide open because it just gives train full authority to do what it needs to. Reverser, you've got off, neutral, forward, and reverse. Door controls. You actually use the doors manually as a driver in Austria. Brake release, sanding. No, brake release, sanding. Can't remember what that one is. What's this one? Train lights. So that should be in the on position, which it is. Brake release, headlight dimming controls, cab light, and can't remember what that one is again. Reading lights. That's not simulated. Train brake, electric brake, loco brake. Wait, we'll actually pop out this time to continue. We go turn our headlights on so you can actually see something outside whilst we're in the tunnel. Look how good this looks, right? There we go, and we're back in... No, we're not in marker mode. There we go, we're in marker mode now. So, as we come down, yeah, we are descending the pass now at sort of speed. You've got your old stations and signal boxes and buildings on the pass. Fun fact, this is one of the first electrified railways in Europe, and they actually had to make a special articulated locos for the tight curves. It's a really cool little route, this. I really enjoy it. Because there's no footbridge. Any station where there's no footbridge or underpass, there's temptation to cross the running line, so I always blast the horn. Now people know I'm coming and I ain't stopping. But yeah, so we're continuing the tour. You've then got your screens, speed, tractor effort indicator, obviously if it goes right, that's powering, left is braking, train number, in-game time. This is control the Tron Simulator, so I'm not going to go into PZB, and the CFA light appears here. This sort of warning boxes, basically. And then this here, so this is your 4 traction motor, shows how much the powering. AFB setting, which system we're on, so this could be changed to say DB. So when the train basically enters a different country, you tell it what system to go to, and that means it activates different safety systems and uses different voltages. Saying us what day it is, time again, train number again. That's obviously not saying about kilowatt hours of usage. We've got a car train coming the other way. I absolutely adore this segment here. I'm going to really quickly just go hoop, hoop, and just show what it looks like from the outside. I believe this is actually one of the missions, and I don't know why they're still here. But there's a fallen hiker out here, as you can see. Don't know what they're doing, sort of free hiking on this area, which is largely inaccessible unless you trespass onto railway property. But yeah, basically I think it's like a bad weather one, and you stop the train here, they disappear, and then they get on your train. I absolutely love the way the game treats the light here. It's just great. Anyway, train's ever so slightly speeding, but 1 kilometre an hour I'm not going to write home about. So, who takes that home tonight? No, that's too late. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself here. You know what? I'm meeting up for a coffee. It'll work. 2.5 hours will do me fine. Sorry, I'm just justifying something to myself. You way more time than I thought it did. Which is quite sad, I guess. You know, let's open that window and enjoy that fresh mountain air. Do rumble pie in our electric locomotive. No, it's just, it is cool just being able to, like, thank you. At the top of that mountain just bathed in cloud, like, you just don't get that in this country at all, do you? Sunlight is not quite so nice, so I'll shut the window before we go in. I've lost powering, so close the throttle. There we go. Okay, so I just lost power, not lost braking. Fair enough. My bad. And it's in this area that we now pick up to a 70. There you go. There's 91.0 milepost. There's our 70 mile speed limit. See, the milepost system in Austria and Germany is honestly super handy for route learning. It makes it dead easy. Like, if you look at my notes, it's actually there's a couple of things where there's not mileposts conveniently placed, but it does make it a lot easier. Put it that way. Also, sorry, I forgot in the capture before. I'm me to indicate that I wish this moved a little bit. So, although there's 15 kV going through the wires, theoretically, depending on the amount of draw, that will drop and increase. It's, for example, if you guys remember the video I did in the Vectron, which I'll be doing again soon, I put too much draw in that train on the overheads. The power in the overheads dropped too much, and the train basically went, I'm using too much power. This is wrong. There's a problem. And just dropped the pantograph on me. And so it'll be. I'm not asking that level of simulation from DTG, but I'm just would love just a bit of a fluctuation. Ideally on proximity to AI trains. I'm sure the game will know how many sort of AI electrics are nearby, and it'll just pull a bit of the KV down. Like maybe 500 to 1,000 down, maybe 1,500 max if it's like really busy. And slightly affect the performance characteristics of the train. Also, said we're going past the 70, but I didn't expect accelerators. Might be. Oh, there we go. Up to 70 we go. And the train brakes us down. The good news is we've got one more drop, and then the speed does pick up again soon. So around 2k from a drop to a 60. It's 88.0, so I'm going to probably start braking at 88.6. Nah, it's too soon. The thing is, it's one of those. If I let the AFB do it, it's about right. So I'll just let the AFB do it. We've got a freight train coming with the pass towards us. 2 Taurus on the front, following Habins, and ZAS tanks, what if they are, and some containers, some Sigans. Nice little mixed traffic train there. That's 88.7. It'll be 88.0 at the end of this, so just drop to the 60 now. Got some Ealnos over the side there, in VTG livery. Again, I can't even. Oh no, that's some sort of construction position. That's quite cool. Green. And we're in that 60 limit now. just to show you this route on a map. We're here. We're basically chicane around this bit. This is Gloggnitz. This is Pieback. This is where speed limit picks back up again. We've got about 1k until we go back up to 70, then we go back up to 80 through there, and then we get up to our maximum speed, which is 160. And that is our 70. That's the 200 meter post, so we'll go up to 70, there we go. I do enjoy the, like I said, just the snaking on down here as well. There's so little straight track. It's fun to watch. 83.6 milepost. So you've got Pieback here, station here. That's Gloggnitz. Then it's a straight shot up to Wien Neustadt, largely. But about that, managed to slip and unlock a door, I think. I checked it hadn't. Got our signal there. Got a pair of talent units there. There's our 80 posts, so if you want to clear the other end of the station, we can accelerate. You've got an underpass, but it's fun to lie on the horns every now and again. Right, that'll do me. We're thundering up to 80. So yeah, this is, like I said, this isn't the world's most exciting run. Like aside from the scenery, but it's like in terms of speed, it's just a lot of the Austrian front lines is 80 kilometers and sit there. Why do I keep losing amps? I'm sure I'm supposed to be at 70 in this area regardless, so I'm just... There's our 80 post, so I'll give it a beat and then we can accelerate again. Oh, so I've driven 111.6k in the 1116, which is what I got that, which was what that beep was. So just turning my fan on because it's so hot in here. It's hot in here. Right, we'll go up to 80. You can see behind us there, so this is Gloggnitz, and that's the work in progress tunnel over there. There's our 150 post. Let's just see how far back we can put the camera on here. That's probably about... Yeah, you can see where the tunnel will be. Or is this the tunnel here? I ain't so sure. No, it's not. It's just deciding. That train's a bit long. It's overhanging on the main line. Anyway, we've got 150 now, so we'll go straight up to that. See how quick it can thunder in this thing. The thunderbolts and lightning are very, very frightening. You hear a slight little stuttering there at high speed. That is the wheel stuff happening. Green, green, green. Let's go. So I didn't even get to rank screens where I'd lost my traction. Interesting. Like I said, we're absolutely storming up to 150. The 67.5 mile post, we go up to 160, which is 100 miles an hour, which is as fast as you can travel without in-cab signalling. As fast as I believe trains travel in mainland Austria. Shut up! I'm not aware of any lines where they exceed that. .5, so got 3k to the 160. We don't actually go to 160 for ages. Well, actually, no, we do. 20-ish k, well, 18. And then we do a slowdown for the Neustadt. So the slowdown begins really at 49.7. Well, for that is, so 49.7 to 150, but then 49.1 is 100, so we need to be quite rightly with our slowdown. There's our 160 posts. I'm not going to accelerate immediately, but I will give it a beat. That'll do. I've now opened it fully, which gives us the 160. We need to get 85, well, 100 for that. So starting braking, I'm probably at about the 50.1, 50.2 mark. So then I'll take power off and just put brake in. Got a container train sitting there letting us through. I'll try and get to the end of the station platform here so you can watch this one through at speed. Love the Doppler effect. Uh-oh. Oh, that was fun. I didn't realise that was a feature. Unlike TS Classic, the higher you go, it doesn't go faster. It goes around 125 regardless of what you do. Absolutely thundering. We are. 160. You can just get up here and sit, can't you? That's the lovely thing about like these modern locos. You just train's like, this is fine. I'm not really working. I've just got the throttles wide open. Oh, you bastard. train's absolutely stormed. Oh, that is our... Yeah. Should have opened that for our drop pan, but oh well. That is open sesame territory. We pan down fully. So we only drop pans in Czechia. You do just open your MCB, close your MCB here. So pan goes back up. We now in contact with the overheads. We then close the thing. We take power. Release the brake. And we've got another 9-ish until it starts thinking about a slowdown. What? Decided it wants me to slow down. That's nice of it. Yeah, it just said a word which I didn't hear. No, I've still got no traction power. Yeah, it's just braking me. Okay, well that's a train fault. So we'll secure the brake. I've lost that, so what I'll do really quickly, pan up, close MCB. Still not willing. What if I just do that? Sometimes turn the AFB off gives me traction control back. For whatever reason, it's refusing to move. Right. Quickly check the back panel. Park brake is definitely off. Just hold us with loco brake. That can get closed. Throw the loco brake fully on. What I'll test is to turn off all the safety systems. You wouldn't do this in real life, but there's no manual for my train just stopped. Yeah, there we go. So I've opened it and I've closed the MCB again. Same issue. Nope. This game, I literally said a word and then just slammed me into emergency. My overheads are set correctly. Okay, try and power off for a bit. it will break itself rheostatically, it just won't do anything else. Wasn't that a fun concept? Is that what happened? Did I release the doors by accident? I released the doors by accident, I think. Definitely didn't just have an operational incident. Right, I've got my hood on. So we release the brakes. And I've still got traction in the lock. Wedged on. That's set. That's. Park brake is definitely released now. There's no way for me to visually check, but you know. Still 7.8k to go. Come on, game, you bastard. That. That. That do anything? Nope. Nope. Okay, well. It's still giving me the line through rotation means you can't take track of effort, and I don't know why. Pantograph is raised and undamaged. Check. We've got amps. Check. English. You know, we can lower the pan, why not? There you go, pan down. That will definitely give us that symbology, which is correct. Put brake in to secure the train whilst we are stationary here. Oh dear God, what happened there? Right. Right, my train brake's on. That is set to neutral for now. Pan goes back up, which is actually pan up, but no MCB. MCB is closed instantly, but it's giving me the no track effort indication. Give it sort of 15 seconds just to see if sometimes it takes a second to sort of connect itself. If that doesn't do, then I'm just going to say we did it because like all we were going to do is slow down and stop in a station. And yeah, we'll just sit here and basically call in that we failed. Hello, Signaler, it's driver of Echo Charlie 106 and failed at the 555 8 mile post on the up line towards Wien. Hey firm, can I have a rescue loco to attend, please? Thank you. There we go. So, because the loco's failed, go have a word with the guard. Tell them what's happened. Whilst I'm here, do a quick test so we turn everything else back on. Yep, still not having it. Okay. Well, folks, we're going to wait for the rescue train to come get us. Hi, fire guard. Yeah, we've failed.